Here's a clear, factual picture based on what we can verify from historical sources and also what isn't documented about Joseph Landa, the Landa family enterprises, and how their industries intersected with the era leading up to and including the Great Depression. 1. Joseph Landa's actual lifetime, 1811 to 1896.
30 pieces
To
of
begin
silver.
with,
Is that
Joseph
the price of a
Landa
man?
did not
Or
live
the
into
price
the
of my
Great
own soul?
Depression.
He
He
called
died
me
in
friend, even as
1896,
I walked
more than
toward him in
30
the
years
garden.
before the
The
Depression
soldiers, the
began in
torchlight, the kiss,
1929.
a signal.
This means
The
he
most profound
personally
love,
experienced
twisted into
none
the
of the
ultimate
economic
betrayal.
events
I
of the
thought
Depression.
it would force his hand,
1.
show them
So
all
when we
his
talk
true
about
power.
what happened to
A
Joseph
kingdom on
Landa
earth,
after the
just as
Great
we'd all
Depression,
hoped, but the
the
silver feels
historical
so
record
cold
is
now.
clear.
And his eyes,
He was already gone.
when they looked at me,
But the Landa
there was no
industries,
anger,
the
only
mills,
pity.
the land
What have I
holdings,
done?
and the power
Would force his
operations
hand,
did
show them
continue
all
into the
his
20th
true
century
power.
through his
A
children,
kingdom on earth,
especially
just as we'd
Harry
all hoped,
Landa.
but the silver
2.
feels so cold
What
now.
Joseph
And his
Landa
eyes,
built before 1900.
when they looked at me,
Joseph
there was no
Landa
anger,
was one of the
only
most
pity. What have
influential
I done?
early developers in New Braunfels. He purchased the Comal Springs, water rights, mills, a cotton gin, and related properties in 1859. 2. He developed industrial operations including a flour mill, cottonseed oil mill, electric light plant, and extensive water-powered mill systems. 3. The Landa properties eventually included Landa Park, Landa's pasture, and ranching operations that later became major pieces of New Braunfels landscape. 3. The Landa Industries under his son, Harry Landa, 1896-1930s. This is where your question becomes especially relevant, because Harry Landa inherited and expanded the empire. The mills and ranching operations. Harry ran the mills and ranch for decades. By the turn of the century, he was operating extensive milling infrastructure, doing business as a rancher and landowner, influential in banking, railroads, and regional development. 4. Landa Park's rise and fall. Harry Landa opened Landa Park to the public in 1898, turning it into a major regional tourist attraction with excursion trains arriving from San Antonio by 1900.
Roses and over the happy.
That cannot be twisted no matter how hard they try, no matter how they think. You do not know those accusations.
You expanded, you evolved, you erupted out of the
Taking into an account that I found out about this.
Nobody never taught me how to change my words.
Some of these hoes are trying to hold you back. They don't even fucking know you. You're like, bitch.
30 pieces of silver. Was that the price of a man? Or the price of my own soul? He called me friend, even as I walked toward him in the garden. The soldiers, the torchlight, the kiss. A signal. The most profound love, twisted into the ultimate betrayal. I thought it would force his hand, show them all his true power. A kingdom on earth, just as we'd all hoped. But the silver feels so cold now. And his eyes, when they looked at me, there was no anger, only pity. What have I done?